Well, boys, today's the day. Today, we got a special delivery from our friends at Rigid Industries. Just in time, I might add, for one of the biggest light shows on the East Coast, Jeep Beach. And here, that's what we got. Got a set of amber rock lights to go all the way around the Jeep. An amber Radiance 20-inch bar that's gonna go on the front bumper. And you remember those old cheapo lights I put on the knuckles a while back? Well, we don't have to worry about those anymore. So I'm gonna do a full review on all of these products, but first, we gotta get to installing them. And for this bad boy, I think I have the perfect spot. It is a tight fit, but it looks good to me. So I think that placement is gonna be perfect. I'm gonna have to work on the angle a little bit. That'll be easy though. The bar came with these L brackets, and I think we're gonna have to trim it up just a little bit and drill a new hole to mount it in the proper position, but that will be no issue. We'll hit that really quickly, and we will have the light mounted and ready for wiring. That'll work. All right, drilled those out, hit those with a little bit more black paint just to touch it up, and those are gonna get bolted onto the light so I can get the bolt holes drilled for the mounting place. Hey, that was easy. Got it all bolted in. Everything is nice and secure, and that thing is not going anywhere. This is basically exactly what I was looking for. You can see it's just barely raised above the bumper on both sides and nicely spaced under the bar. I wish the bar was a little wider so you could clearly see kind of the whole bar with the Rigid logos, but I'll have the logos visible there every time it's turned on, and that should be good enough. All right, so we're wiring this up, and the harness that it comes with will definitely come in handy at some point, but I went ahead and just kind of robbed the leads off of that because I'm gonna wire it straight to my switch panel inside. So everything's all butt connected in, white to white, black to black, red to red. I'm gonna slide the sleeve over top of that, heat shrink everything down, and then we'll run it all to the switch panel. My switch panel in here has been pretty good for me so far. I'll probably do a review on that at some point, but I'm gonna use the last switch here to control the amber backlight. The 5th switch out of the 6th will be to turn on the light bar itself. And if I did that right, we should have power. Let me go flip the switch. Did it work? Looks like a success to me. Well, that's one light down. Got all the rock lights to do. It's gonna be tomorrow because, as you guys can see, it's getting a little bit late. And I do wanna film a little more of that for you guys. My neighbor's out mowing, and yeah, anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. So another reason why I waited until the next day, which is now today, to do this rock light install is because I had to deal with what was there before. And I don't have to worry about that anymore because the Rigid rock light kit is much better put together. So the kit, of course, comes with a complete harness and all the hardware, and 6 individually wrapped single rock lights. And these bad boys are gonna be some serious quality upgrade over what was under there before. And wiring up the Rigid kit is pretty straightforward. They do send switches and a fuse inline fuse holder. I won't be using those again because I'm using my switch panel, but I will be using these, and these are pretty cool. The kit that I have comes with 6 lights. All of them have like a ton, probably like 12 feet leads on them, and those are all designed to go back to these. This is going to be a power and a ground distribution bolt, so to speak. And what this is going to be for is so that I can put loops on every one of the rock lights, bolt them on here, and I will be able to continually add more and more rock lights into this system if I ever decide that 6 is just not enough. And of course you can mount those terminals anywhere, but I figured why not keep it all close to home. So I went ahead and mounted them here onto my switch panel, and everything should be nice and clean. So now we'll just figure out where we're going to put our rock lights, bolt them up, and run some wires. So I'm using the flat rubber grommet, and as for placement, the first 2 for me are going to be pretty simple. This right here looks like a perfect place to mount them, and the light will actually be tucked up and out of the way. And for me, that's kind of a big thing because, as you can see, I'm still rubbing on these fenders with the tires. And I used the self-tapping screws that came with the kit, and there we have it. That wire is going to be tucked up nice and tight into that opening, and from the side, can't even tell there's a light there, but we'll get a ton of reflection off of all that aluminum. Number 2 is in. For the front, so I have 2, one on each fender, and then I'm going to do one under the front bumper. I'm going to use this bad boy here, and that's going to allow me to actually angle the light down to kind of cast in front of the Jeep. So it's going to get mounted to the cross member. So you guys can see, I'm going to mount this one right here to the cross member, and that's going to shine straight out in front of the axle. See? That wasn't too bad. And that should be angled perfectly straight to shine out on the ground. Now for the rear, it's going to be a little more of a temporary setup, at least until I make some inner fenders for the flatbed. But I went ahead and just used an angle mount to allow the light to angle outwards and bolted it straight to the wood deck. Last one mounted in the rear cross member, also angled out, so that should shine down just about everything behind. Now, just got to run all the wires to the front and slap on these bad boys. Okay, with all the wires run up to the front, I have 6 individual leads here, the shortest of which is from the rear passenger corner, and I think that's going to give me kind of a rough idea of exactly how long each of them should be. So from this point, what I'm going to do is shorten all of these leads to this exact length of this one, put on the loop connectors, and then those are going straight to the 2 leads. All right, so the kit only came with 6 of these ring hooks or loops or whatever the heck they're called. So I went ahead and doubled them up. So I have 2 lights going to each set of loops. And now we're gonna go red on red, black on black, and then I'll just have to run my power and my ground. So I'm going to clean up all of this a little bit more, but as soon as I have the power and the ground running to these, we'll have rock lights. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We did it, my friends. Wasn't too bad. Just about I don't know, 3 hours of install time, and a lot of that is me just trying to figure out where I'm going to put these lights. But we got rock lights. Now we gotta wait till it gets dark. All right, guys. So there we have it. We are all rigid lit. It's not completely dark yet, but I wanted to get out and show you guys what the Jeep looks like. So as you guys can see, we have the 20-inch rigid bar. I did go ahead and add the knuckle pods on there, and those things are silly bright. And if we get in close, you can see the amber back glow on that 20-inch bar, and those amber rock lights just glowing. As you guys can see, I did already decal up the rig. It is ready for the show. And oh yeah, Jeep Beach, it's this week. You're watching this video, that means the very next video after this is going to be from Jeep Beach. I'm just waiting on 2 more decals. That's going to be the forced motoring decals that are going to go right there on the side of the hood. You guys can find us at the forced motoring booth. Make sure you come by, say hello, say what's up. Just come and check out the rigs. We have some sick rigs, including this one, that are going to be in the booth. And we're going to have some really sick t-shirts for sale there if you want to represent forced motoring and not be in the small tire club anymore. With that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you come and see us at the forced motoring booth at Jeep Beach 2022. I cannot wait to see you guys there. Here's some clips of the Jeep in all dark so you can see it in all of its glory.
Start it up.